Let's talk about one of my new favorite passive income streams that doesn't require any upfront investment, allows me to make money right away, and is probably one of the laziest passive income side hustles that I've ever come across. And we're talking about sharing your unused internet bandwidth. So once again, sharing your internet bandwidth is a side hustle that I've come across fairly recently, and there are quite a few apps that allow you to do that. And in today's video, we're going to be testing the Pawns app, which is an app that I've covered in the past and is one of my new favorites. So let's talk about how Pawns works and how you can get started with the side hustle. So Pawns is a GPT or get paid to app that pays users for sharing their internet bandwidth by leveraging it for legitimate business purposes, such as market research, content delivery, and web intelligence services. Companies that need access to diverse IP addresses for activities like testing website functionality, verifying localized content, or conducting price comparisons purchase this bandwidth through Pawns app. By acting as the middle party, Pawns enables users to share their unused internet securely and earn passive income in return. Alright, that all sounds great, but I'm sure a lot of you are wondering right now, is it safe? And I get it, that was one of the very first things that came into my mind as well. So this is actually one of the top things that you can find on the Pawns homepage, is the answer to this question. So Pawns app claims to use your internet bandwidth responsibly, routing it through legitimate uses like market research and content delivery. All of the information is encrypted. However, if you want to review their privacy policy in more detail, you can always check it out on their website. And once again, if this is not something that you feel comfortable doing, don't do it.
No, thank you.
But I personally decided to trust Pawns and I tested this app. So if you just want to see the results, you can always skip to this timestamp over here. However, if you want to learn a little bit more about how exactly it operates, how to maximize your earnings, and if you're curious how much you need to make in order to be able to withdraw your money, continue watching. All right, let's start with the basics. So how exactly do you get started? In order to sign up, just go to the Pawns website or download the app and create an account. This part is pretty straightforward. So Pawns is available in a lot of countries, not just the US.
Thank God.
So if you want to see which countries it is available in, you can always, once again, go to their website. They literally have it on their homepage. So you can always look for your country there. All right, so next step, download and install the app. As of the time of filming, which I am filming this at the very end of 2024, the Pawns app is available on Windows, Mac OS, Linux, Android, and iOS. So the thing that I do like is that you can run the Pawns app both on your phone as well as on your laptop. Now, one of the things that I shared in my previous videos where I did like a very detailed review of the Pawns app is that from my experience, I have been able to share the internet from my phone, but every time when I click out of the app just stopped sharing my internet. So that part was a little bit inconvenient. So my preference is to share the internet from my laptop because I've never had any issues with interruption on my laptop, and I pretty much just run the app working while I'm using my laptop. So next, set up the internet sharing. So you have to physically click the share my internet button. It won't just start automatically, so just make sure you're doing that. Now you can adjust the settings when it comes to internet sharing. So you can do things like only allow Wi-Fi sharing or allow the app to start immediately when you're starting the computer or your device. You can also set for the app to not fall asleep, which I don't know, I've tried that and didn't really work, just so that you know, but there are different things that you can adjust. So another thing that you need to know about the Pawns app is that you can only use one IP address at the time. So for example, if you're already sharing the internet from your laptop, you won't be able to do it from your phone unless you have your phone connected to a different network, if it makes sense. This part was actually exciting to me because sometimes when I am able to share the internet from my phone, I've actually been using this is kind of silly, but I signed up for unlimited phone data before COVID, which right now is actually really silly because I never leave the house. So that's been my way of like offsetting my unlimited data usage that never gets used. All right, step number 4 is start earning money. Now, in case you're wondering how much can you really make by sharing your internet on the Pawns app, so once again, it depends on a lot of different factors, such as your location. So obviously, if you are located like a very major location, such as, I don't know, New York City or San Francisco or Dubai, one of those, you can expect to make quite a bit more money than someone who is in like a rural area, for example. So as you guys know, I am based in Las Vegas. Obviously, most people know what Las Vegas is about, but it is not generally like a huge city in terms of population. So one of the other things that will influence your earnings is your internet speed. Now, this is actually one of the things that somebody asked me in one of the previous videos. So I'm going to run my internet speed test right now, which if you don't know how to do it, you can literally literally just go to Google and type in internet speed and it will give you an option to test your internet. So I'll include the exact numbers, but apparently Google is saying my internet is pretty fast, so which I guess is a good thing. Now, the last thing that tends to influence your earnings is the amount of data that you share. Obviously, the more you run the app in the background, the more you are able to earn. However, just to make everything easier, you earn 20 cents per 1 gigabyte shared. So after giving this some thought, I did decide that I wasn't going to leave my computer on overnight to share the internet because I have a strong feeling that the electric bill would have canceled out the earnings anyways. So I did decide that I was only going to use the internet sharing feature while I was working. In case you want a rough estimate of how much you can earn, Pawns has a calculator on their website. You can enter the number of IP addresses and the number of hours you plan to share your internet each day, and it will provide you a rough estimate of your monthly earnings. And so now when it comes to withdrawing the earnings, this is probably my favorite part about Pawns compared to a lot of other similar apps, is that they have a very low withdrawal threshold of only $5, which again, I think for most GPT sites that I've tested, it's always about $20, but with Pawns, you can cash out as soon as you hit the $5 mark, which honestly won't take you that long, especially if you combine the internet sharing with a lot of other offers, such as surveys, app testings, and all the other different offers that you can find on the Pawns apps. Alright guys, so after running this experiment for roughly 1 month, I also do have to preface that I probably picked the worst month ever because I was filming this video during the holiday season and I obviously wasn't really actively working on my computer 8 hours per day, to say the least. So these are the results based on me sharing my internet mostly from one IP address for about roughly 4 hours per day. So all in all, I made about $1.80, which is right about how much I was expecting to make based on the Pawns calculator. So this is obviously another reminder that apps like Pawns or similar types of side hustles like sharing your internet are not supposed to make you rich. It is literally just another way for you to make extra money doing something that you're already doing, such as using your internet. So if you think about it, I'm literally about to get paid for doing nothing, but that's why they also give you other ways that you can earn more money, such as surveys, games, and testing apps, all of which I did do in my previous video and was able to make significantly more money than just sharing my internet. So once again, if you want to check that video, I will include it down below. Alright guys, so now that we have tested this app, let's talk about some of the ways that you can maximize your earnings. So tip number 1 is running the Pawns app on multiple devices. I know you can only use one IP address at a time, but once again, if you have like 2 different Wi-Fi routers, I know the house that my mom lives in, it's like a pretty tall, like multi-story townhouse and they have multiple routers. You're able to do that or do what I've been doing, which is sharing my unlimited data from my phone as well as using the Wi-Fi from my laptop. Next thing you can do is ensure an interrupted connection. I know sometimes it can be easier said than done. So the thing that was really helpful to me is that I changed the setting to automatically start running Pawns as soon as I turn on my devices. So as I mentioned, I don't like running the app when I'm asleep. Just don't want to keep my laptop open the whole time because the electric bill and everything will just cancel out the earnings. So if you, for example, work like 8 hours a day on your laptop, just have it run in the background and that will help you to maximize your earnings. So the next thing is promoting your referral link. Referrals are a great way to share this passive income stream with your friends and family, as well as maximize your own earnings. And yes, I do have a referral code for you, which you can find down below. I'll also include it up here. Pretty much if you use my referral code, you will automatically get $1 into your account. It will show up under the gifts category. And you will also earn an additional $1 the first 2 times that you cash out. So pretty much you're getting $3 for free. So make sure you're not leaving money on the table. Use my referral code. So if you like this video, I actually think you are going to like this video where I go over other apps and side hustles that allow you to make passive income pretty much right away instead of waiting or investing a ton of money, similar to this app. Also, if you want to see another detailed review of the Pawns app where I also talk about all the money that I was able to make through like surveys and testing different offers, I'll include the link down below, so make sure to check it out. Once again, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button to support a small YouTuber, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!